Hey guys, Tony Denaro here. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you back. Today I'm going to be doing a brief breakdown on the USDC coin, and you don't want to miss this one because it is the lead-in into the next video, which is going to explain to you the secret reason why BlackRock recently invested $400 million into Circle, the founding company behind USDC. So spend a couple minutes with me here to get up to speed on what is USDC, and then be sure not to miss that next video because you're going to want this information. Let's get right into this video. All right, so what is the USDC coin? Well, the USDC is a stable coin. It's a centralized digital stable coin that lives on the blockchain, and it's pegged to the US dollar. Being pegged to the US dollar stabilizes USDC as compared to the volatility of other cryptocurrencies. Each USDC is equivalent to $1 US. The launch of USDC was in September 2018, and it was powered by a collaboration between the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase and the fintech company called Circle through the co-founding by these two companies of the CENTRE Consortium. Why should you care about USDC? Let's talk about market cap for just 1 second. This coin is the #2 stablecoin out there on the market. And here we are in April 2022. Here's a chart of the growth of the market cap of USDC by itself. You can see it hit $30 billion in market cap in late 2021. And here we are in April 2022, and it just crossed the threshold of $50 billion of investors' money in USDC. This makes USDC the second largest stablecoin out there behind Tether. USDC is a ERC20 token issued on the Ethereum network. That means that it follows the ERC20 standard, and it can be used with any app that accepts tokens based on that standard. What does that all mean in layman's terms? Well, it simply means that this gives the USDC the stability of the US dollar with the power of smart contracts to enable a new set of possibilities of financial services, including lending, borrowing, derivatives, and payments. I know some of you are probably wondering, how are USDC created? Do they just print these out of thin air like the Federal Reserve does, like the Fed prints dollars? Is this just funny money? Rest assured, USDC coins are not just printed out of thin air. Remember, they are backed by real US dollars. In a nutshell, the way that it works is a user such as yourself, myself, a company sends US dollars to the token issuer's bank account. The issuer then uses USDC smart contracts to create an equivalent amount of USDC. And then the newly minted USDC are delivered to the user, the one that sent them the money, while the substituted US dollars are held in reserve. To recap that, if I send $100 to Coinbase, Coinbase mints 100 USDC coins and holds the $100 cash that I sent them in reserve. Now, if you're wondering, why would you want to hold a USDC? Why would you want to hold a stable coin? I'm going to give you 3 very good reasons, and I think the last one is going to be one of the most interesting to you. So let's go through those real quick. First of all, like most crypto coins, USDC can be traded on dozens of different exchanges, and it can be sent to anyone in the world who has an Ethereum wallet. Possibly, though, the more common reason that stable coins or USDC specifically is used is to protect one's crypto from volatility. So when you are anticipating a time where the crypto market may be going down, you could move your money from Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other coins into a stable coin, and it will be locked, pegged to the US dollar. If you move $10,000 into a stable coin and you're watching Bitcoin and Ethereum fall in value, your stable coin is stable. It's going to hold that value of $10,000. It's going to hold that value of $10,000 because it is pegged to the US dollar. But what many people don't know, especially if they are new to crypto, is that you can actually earn interest on your stable coins. And in fact, I just looked up today on bitcompare.net what some of the leading interest rates are out there that you can get on USDC. and it ranges from 6 to 20%, depending on which network you send your USDC to in order for them to hold it. Each one has a different interest rate that they are willing to pay. Be sure and check out bitcompare.net or Google to find out the best interest rates for the cryptocurrency that you are interested in. You might be surprised what some of these different exchanges are willing to pay for you to park your crypto on their exchange and give them that additional liquidity. Especially if you have money just sitting around in a checking account, a savings account, CDs, or maybe you're looking at bonds, this could be a good way to amp up your APY, your annual percentage yield, and still have immediate access to these funds. Let me know down in the comments if you knew that you could earn these type of interest rates on stable coins or crypto coins in general. And let's move on to the final couple of points that I want to cover here. And I'm sure you're probably wondering also, is USDC safe? Do Circle and Coinbase really have the funds on hand to back up this stablecoin? Let's talk about that as we wrap up this video. Like all crypto coins, USDC is not backed by the federal government. It's not FDIC insured, and you need to take appropriate measures to make sure that you have adequate passwords set up, that those passwords are protected, and always be sure and use two-factor authentication. But let's talk about Circle specifically. Are they a safe company to deal with? Unlike many of the other companies out there, Circle has taken some extra steps to register in the United States as a money transmitter. That means they are subject to federal laws and regulations. This means that before a USDC coin is issued, that the equivalent amount of US dollars is on deposit and held in reserve to back up that coin. In summary, this means that all USDC coins are regulated, transparent, and verifiable. Now, this may not be the case with all stablecoins. Some of them are not registered with the federal government. Some of them are decentralized. Many of them don't provide any sort of accounting, and this is part of your due diligence when you're picking a stablecoin, and it's one of the single things that I like the best about USDC. Monthly reserve attestations are issued for USDC by accounting firm Grant Thornton, one of the world's leading accounting firms, that dollar-denominated assets can meet circulation for USDC that is outstanding. I've put the most recent one here up on the screen, but you can go to Circle's website and see all of those monthly reports for yourself. I'll put a link to it down in the video description. Now, there has been a bit of controversy in the past couple of years about what exactly was Circle holding in reserves. Was it really cash? Was it treasuries? Was it other things? Let's talk about that for a second, and I hope you stuck around for this long in the video before you left a comment, because I know I'm going to get some comments about this. Back in July of 2021, they were not holding all of their reserves in cash, and here is a copy of that report. Back in July of 2021, they were only holding about 47% of their reserves in cash and cash equivalents. The rest was a mix of corporate bonds, Yankee CDs, which is CDs issued by foreign banks here in the U.S., U.S. Treasuries, commercial paper, and municipal and U.S. agency bonds. When that information came out, not surprisingly, the public was not very happy. And since then, Circle has committed to making some changes, and indeed they have. Since September 2021, Circle has committed to holding their reserves only in cash or cash equivalents. And you can see that in some of the recent attestation reports. And I've put one screenshot here up on the screen for you, and you can see that they are now 100% in cash and cash equivalents. No more Yankee bonds, no more corporate bonds, no more municipal bonds, etc. I'm going to talk about what is next, but before I do, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button if this is your first time here, and hit the alert and all so that you don't miss this next video. You're going to want to hear about this. BlackRock just invested $400 million in Circle, and a lot of people are wondering what is going on with that. Why did they do that? I've got the answers for you, and I'm gonna cover that in the very next video. I am Tony Denaro. I want to thank you for watching. Join me on my live streams during market hours, when the market opens, and at power hour at the end of the day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.
You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break.